to quit their job, trying to take their life to the next level. Like, man, I'm looking for my passion. I'm looking for my passion. I said, I don't give a damn about your passion. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to find your, okay, real life. My cousin was trying to quit his job, right? And he would say, you know what? I'm going to quit my job right after I find my passion. You're going to be looking forever. God drops signs to you every day, okay? There's a gift and a skill set that you got on you right now that you can use as a vehicle to get to your passion. That probably went over a couple people head. So basically what I did was, and I'm going to let you guys know what my passion is. So my gift was the camera, photography, videography. Then I went to teaching. Now this past year I've been focused on pivoting, doing something different, new opportunities, the shiny object syndrome. Anybody been there? I'm talking to myself today. Okay, okay. So I always wanted to do something different. And it comes right back to your passion. There's a reason why I couldn't think of a topic for today. Because I kept trying to run from or pivot what I'm already good at. Okay? So then I thought to myself, who else is suffering from the exact same thing that I'm coming from? The shiny object syndrome. Trying to be something different. Trying to do something new. Right? Anybody just good at like baking a cake? I don't know, banana pudding, chocolate cake? Okay? Let's say you're really, really good at baking a cake, right? You do the same thing. You got sugar, you got chocolate. That thing's sweet. You don't got, you're like, ain't this good? Okay? Your mama come over, they eat it. Your cousin, them, everybody come, they love your chocolate cake. But then what do? You keep trying to add different stuff to it. This chocolate cake ain't good enough. It ain't even. I'm gonna add some Henny to mine. My chocolate cake they're gonna be tripping off my chocolate cake. You keep adding different stuff to it. Chocolate cake was already good when you first made it. When they first fell in love with it, they already loved it. When they call you over to Thanksgiving or whatever, they want you to make the exact same chocolate cake. You say, I don't want to make chocolate cake this year. I'm not doing it no more. Cousin got mad. Oh, no, you gonna make that? No, you gonna make the chocolate like you did last time. Why'd you add a new flavor to it? It's like, why it tastes different. Why do you think it tastes different? Because you're pivoting, you're doing something different for what your passion is. So this is how I'm on the stage today because I just found out what my passion was today. Me actually teaching and coaching photographers and videographers is something that I just can't run from. Right? So meaning you as well, if you have a gift and a skill set right now, don't think about the passion that you want to focus on right now. Because you may think, oh, this is my passion. Just because you're good at it, that might not necessarily mean that is your passion. Okay? That means this is a gift, a skill set, a vehicle that can take you to your passion. Has anybody been in a place where you're super, super creative and you're good at like everything? Anybody else good at like a whole bunch of stuff? Okay? So you gifted, you're creative, you got ADHD, you forgot what you did. Just like a while ago, I just literally forgot what I was about to say. Okay? Because your mind is running 1,000,000 miles a minute. Okay? So does anybody have one thing that you're super, super gifted and you're super, super skilled at, but you're good at a whole bunch of other things? Right? That's you? Okay? Do you have one thing that you're good at that's more than the other? If you had to put them on a scale of 1 to 10, is one of them a 10 and the other ones are like, 7 or 8? Like, okay, I'm decent at this one, but I'm really, really good at this. Does anybody have that? Okay. So what I'm saying is, whatever that 10 is, okay, that might not necessarily be your passion, but it could take you to the place where you want to go. Am I talking to somebody or am I talking to me? Okay. So after talking to this coach, this was literally within this past weekend. Okay. Within this weekend, I still didn't know what I was going to talk about throughout this entire weekend. I was talking to coaches. I even called some of my rich friends and said, hey, yo, help me with my speech. Hey, listen, you rich. You speak all over the country. Can you please help me with the speech? They was like, dude, you speak everywhere. You speak all over the country. Why don't you do what you always do? Like, yeah, but it's TEDx. You got to do something different. Don't you got to do like, I came with my little tight suit on. I had like a tight blazer. Y'all should have seen it earlier. I got a tight blazer back there. They're like, yeah, but this is me. T-shirt, jeans, like do regular stuff. They're like, yo, just do you. I'm like, man, y'all don't understand. Y'all ain't even trying to help. Somebody help me, please. Right? But it's going to come a time where you always look and try to find somebody to approve what you are supposed to be doing anyway. Right? I used to ask everybody for approval. Whenever I quit my job, I was like, hey, wife, I want you to just help me to be able to just say yes. Just to prove that I can quit my job so I can go quit. Yes, sir. Right? And at that time, she was like, yeah, what's the plan? Oh, no, I'm just, you know how you start scratching back? Yeah, yeah, but the money, the bills. I said, oh, no, they gon', God got to wait. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Okay? So then after I quit my job, I made double the money that I made this year, or that year, the following year. Okay? To the point where not only was she on the fence, but after I quit my job, the next year, she said, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur too. I said, okay, cool, so we all entrepreneurs. But here's the weird thing. When I was working, I was happy, I was excited, because you're free. You're like, hey, I'm out here. You see what I'm saying? You live an entrepreneurial life. But then years later, as I was being happy and excited that I quit my job, I looked at her, she was still working. So although I felt that I have made it or been, I guess, quote unquote, successful, she's still struggling. So how can I be successful when people around me are still struggling? Yes, so just last year, I retired my wife. Thank you. So she would come home. She would come home and be like, man, I'm sick. You know how you talking about the friends at work? You're like, man, I'm sick of what's name. They always coming through. And I'll be out here happy. I'll be on my phone like, man, listen, I'm just on the gram. I'm just on the gram, right? But then I can't be excited doing all this entrepreneurial stuff, riding in cars, hanging with rich friends, and she come home struggling every day. It don't feel right, yes, sir. Right? And then my other friends like, oh, your wife work? I was like, yeah, I thought, no, you can't be with us. Your wife working. We don't speak the same language. So I said, okay, cool. So after I retired my wife last year, I thought that, okay, we're good. The family's off. But guess what? My mom's still struggling. Now, if y'all don't know, I grew up in a small hometown. It's called Wilson, North Carolina. It's about 5 people that stay in the city. It's 4 now because I moved. Okay? So it's extremely small. I grew up in poverty. I grew up in the projects majority of my life. Right? So my mom, yep, it's 1 or 2 stop signs, maybe 2. Okay? My mom would call me like, hey, I still need some money. I still need whatever I'm like, I get that feeling again. It don't feel good. So I say, tell you what, Mom, I don't necessarily have to try to just give you money every time we turn around. How about just take over your mortgage? You don't have to pay your mortgage up again. Okay? So if your gift and skill set doesn't wake you up every day and say, yo, I need to be able to help not only me, because you're selfish, you think about yourself, right? I need to help the people around me, all right? So meaning, you get up and you're like, yo, I'm going after, you grind it for yourself, you're selfish, right? So when you write down your why, who are you thinking about, right? When I do my webinars, I do my trainings, I'm like, yo, write down your why. Man, I'm grinding for me, I'm about to be on. You think about you? You all on you, okay? How can you get to the top if you don't get nobody else to help you? Yes, sir. Right? You want to be self-made. You want to do everything by yourself. I don't care. You can name anybody, whoever the greats are, and you look at them, you're like, man, they're the best. But then if you go back, you look at the background, you look at the backstage, you find out who else helped them. Ask them who their coach were. Ask them who are the people around them. And they'll tell you. All right? Making money is easy. Like, we too busy caught up on money. We focus on the wrong stuff. Money is going to be the easy part. When people go and things like that, they ask the wrong questions. Or how you make $10,000? You can make $10,000 cutting grass. That's weird. Stop asking weird questions. Right? You start asking them, what did you have to sacrifice to get here? If you start asking that, you'll be surprised the response that you will get. Because I guarantee you, it's a promise, that you will never get to a place where you want to be. Sacrifice, risk, or taking opportunities, period. That's a promise. That's a guarantee. I don't know if you need God to give you a sign. Here it is. We here. Okay? So if you want to get to, I don't care what you do. Oh, I'm gonna hire a coach to get myself to the next level. If you don't take a sacrifice, I don't care what type of game they give you. You will not get there without taking your own sacrifice. Yes, sir. Yeah, but they gave me the blueprint and the shortcut. You done took all the trainings. You done took all the conference, you just conference and training whore. That's all you're doing, right? You just got a whole bunch of information, but you haven't implemented anything, right? My friends call me from my hometown. They start asking about like, hey, do you remember little Shasha? I done did so much in the past 3 years, I can't even remember who Lil Shawshank was. I can't remember his face. I can't remember what school. I can't remember, right? It's not because I'm losing my memory. What I'm saying is your brain can't take but so much, right? So the more stuff you put in, everything else comes out, right? So that means in the past 3 years, I've been doing rich stuff, right? Operating in my gift, operating in my passion. That means everything else that was negative, everything I said before then, it completely wiped out and I forgot. So why do I want to remember whoever? Come on, man, y'all went to the same school, y'all was in the same class. So for what? For what? All right, so I'm gonna leave y'all with this. All right, if you have, let me see how I want to say this. I want to say it because I don't want to offend nobody. I know we're on TEDx. I got to make it make sense. I know we're on TEDx. All right, if you focus on the wrong thing or the wrong lens, your picture will never become clear. If you focus on the wrong thing, or if you focus with the wrong lens, your picture will never become clear. Meaning you will never be or see your full potential.